When we talk about stress, most of us can think of at least one thing that's bothering us and making us feel stuck. In fact, according to Statistics Canada, about 1 in 5 Canadian adults say they feel stressed a lot or extremely every day. But what exactly is stress? Stress is subjective, meaning it depends on how we see a situation and how prepared we feel to deal with it. For example, if you have a big exam and you feel ready, you might feel a little stressed, but it can motivate you. If you have an exam and you feel unprepared, the stress can feel overwhelming. Feeling overwhelmed happens when we think we don't have enough resources like time, energy, skills, or support to handle what's happening. Stress can happen with school or work projects, fights with friends, health problems, moving to a new place, or even planning a vacation. How do we cope with stress? There are 2 main types of coping strategies. The first is a problem-focused coping, where you take action to solve the problem. For example, gathering information, making a plan, or brainstorming solutions. The second is emotion-focused coping, where you focus on managing your feelings about the problem. That might mean talking to a friend, doing self-care activities, or trying to see the situation in a more positive way. Which strategy should you use? Well, it really depends on the situation. Sometimes you need to first calm your emotions before you can solve the problem. Other times you can just jump straight into problem solving. For example, if someone loses their job, they might first need to deal with their emotions, like talking to friends or taking time to relax, before they can actually focus on finding a new job. Also, your coping style may change depending on the situation. Maybe you're usually a problem solver, but when it comes to a health scare, you might need more emotional support first. A simple 3-step exercise can really help you handle stress. You can use this exercise if you feel stuck or just want to better understand how you usually cope. So, step 1, get specific about the stress. Don't just say, "I'm stressed about my health." Instead, try to be more specific. For example, I felt stressed this week when I had nausea from my new blood pressure medicine, and I'm worried because my doctor's office is closed until Monday. Step 2. What can you change and what can't you? Write down what you can't change, like you have high blood pressure, you're feeling nausea right now, or the doctor's office is closed. Then write down what you can change. Maybe you can manage the nausea, choose when to take your medication, or learn more about the medicine. Step 3. Options, outcomes, and order, also known as the 3 O's. First, list ways to cope. For emotion-focused options, you could talk to a friend, relax or distract yourself. For problem-focused options, you could manage symptoms, prepare questions for the doctor, or research medicine alternatives. Next, think about the result of each option. Finally, decide which options to try first. Writing it down, whether it's in a journal, on paper, or even on your phone, can really help you think more clearly. Just a couple of final thoughts. Stress is normal, but when you feel stuck, it might be because you're using the wrong coping style for the situation. By breaking the situation down and choosing the right coping strategies, you can manage stress more effectively.